Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my April reading wrap up. As you can see, I am back home. I finished all of my in-person exam type stuff, so I was able to come home to finish any of my online classes or just online assignments. So I'm not fully done with school yet, but I'm very close. Unfortunately, I also got sick the second I got home, which happened during spring break as well. So apparently my home doesn't like me anymore. um, but no, honestly, I think there's just something with my body when the school year comes to an end. I usually get sick, so unfortunately it's not too surprising. But if I sound weird, if I seem a little less lively and things like that, I am still sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better this morning, and I wanted to try and get a video filmed so I can hopefully edit it soon and get it posted, because we are running a bit behind on my video schedule, and also just the reading wrap-ups that you like to get out at the beginning of the month. And it's already getting close to mid-May, which is so weird because I literally feel like May just happened. But yeah, so sorry, I'm gonna have a lot of those moments where I kind of am talking and then have to be like, wait a minute, what was I saying? So yes, I look a bit rough. I'm sick. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't feel well, but I want to get this out to you guys. So I'm doing it. I did have a book haul planned that I was gonna film for all of you, that I was gonna post pretty much right after this video, but because I'm feeling sick, that one might wait a little bit, which just means the book haul will probably be bigger because I'll have more time for more books to show up. But that will be coming to you guys sometime soon, either the next video or the one after that, depending on how my schedule works out. Also just depending on how quickly I actually fully get better. But yes, today is my April reading wrap up, and yeah, I read 7 books this month. It was a pretty good reading month. I think the lowest I rated a book was a 4 stars, so can't really complain that much. But yeah, let's just get into the video with my 7 books. And yeah. Okay, so the first book that I finished in April was The Women by Kristen Hanna. So basically, my mom, dad, and sibling all picked my March TBR. And this was a book that my mom had picked for me to read on that TBR. And so I started reading it in March, but I started reading it in late March, so I didn't finish it till April. But I enjoyed the book. There were definitely parts that I enjoyed more than other parts. There were also just okay, I'm sorry, there is construction going on around my house. Not my house, but it's just nearby. Sorry. So if you hear that, I'm very sorry. They weren't doing it a minute ago, so I thought it was safe to film, but maybe it's not. But yeah, I really enjoyed the book. There were certain parts that were more entertaining than others. There were certain parts that were depressing as hell. But that's kind of, I feel like, Kristen Hanna's style. But yeah, it was a very well done book. I'm not usually someone that reads historical fiction slash just kind of fiction in general. I usually have to have my romance or fantasy, involved, or the occasional thriller thrown in there, but I am trying to branch out, and I did enjoy this, and I do have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna as well, and so I do hope to read that soon as well, because that was really good. And my mom just read it and was bawling her eyes out and was like, Paige, this was so good. So keep an eye out. That might be coming to a reading vlog near you. But yes, I had a really, really good time with this book, and I rated it 4 stars. The reason I rated it 4 stars, and I was kind of explaining this to my mom, because I haven't read many books that are just kind of in the fiction genre, it's hard for me to compare it to my romances, because they're just so different. Not that there wasn't some romance in that book, but they're not the same. So those ratings are going to be a bit more lenient because I just don't have as much to compare it to, where romance and fantasy I've read way more of, so I can be more nitpicky about well, I don't like this and I loved that, and all that stuff. So, but that was the first book that I read in April. Like I said, I rated it 4 stars. The next book that I read was Stealing Home by Grace Riley. So this is the 3rd book in the Beyond the Play series. I really liked the first two. I thought they were very interesting. They're sports romances, like of course I liked them. I mean, it's really hard for me not to at least like a sports romance. I rated this one a 4.25. It was good. There wasn't anything that was like, oh my god, like this is the best book I've ever read, but it was also not like, oh my god, this was so boring. Like I had fun with it. I was eating it up. I will say, this girl right here was getting on my nerves though. I hate in books where it's the like, well, they, you know, they don't, I shouldn't, they deserve better. It's not me. They deserve better. And I'm like, girl, if they want you, they want you. Like, girl, let him have you. Like, if you don't want him, that's fine, but you obviously are in love with him. Just be okay with the fact that he's also in love with you. Like, it's okay. So yeah, that kind of gets on my nerves when that happens, but like I also understand like the appeal of that trope / also just like the general like human like instinct to be like, I'm not good enough for someone that you love. But I will say it definitely got on my nerves a bit, so that's kind of why it was a 4.25 instead of like a 4.5, but it was still really good. And it was, I think, the first baseball romance I ever read, so that was also very interesting. I'm not really a big baseball fan person, whatever, so I don't usually pick them up, but obviously I wasn't gonna skip this book because like there's no need to. It's just like part of the trope. It's not like the main part of the book, but I definitely enjoyed it. I think it was a good time. And then I picked up Wicked Serve right after that because I was like, well, I need to finish the series. I might as well just like immediately pick this one up and finish it. And it was also the one I was looking forward to most in the series because I am a former volleyball player and there are not many volleyball romances out there, so I was super, super excited. And of course, the love interest is a hockey player. Like, I fear we could have done no better. Grace Riley slayed it away with this book. So this one I rated a 4.5 stars. This was definitely my favorite out of the whole series, which honestly is not surprising to me because I knew this one was going to be my favorite. I not only loved the two characters, them like by themselves, but also I loved them together. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, okay. She's a sophomore and he's a senior, so there was a bit of an age gap with it, which I liked, but it wasn't like anything crazy where you were like, this feels a little like, should I be reading this? Like, no, like the age gap was good. The thing is that he was like the rival of her brother, which I kind of thought was really interesting because usually you have like brother's best friend and it's like, well, I don't want you dating my best friend. But I liked the whole like rival aspect of it instead. Like it makes more sense why the brother might be more like, I don't want you with this person, than when it's like your best friend and it's like, well, wouldn't you like want your best friend and your sibling to be happy together? You know, that kind of vibe. So I enjoyed that more. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, I thought that this was a really good book. And then overall, the series I think is a really good series if you like sports romances. Again, I don't think it's anything where it's like, oh my god, this is the best book series I've ever read. Like, this was just everything. But not every book and not every book series has to be that way. Like, I had a really fun time reading them, and I think that they were very easy to read, easy to get through. Like, you know, if you were having a slower day where you're just kind of like, you know, I don't want to have to think too much, like, it wasn't like hard to understand. Like, it was all just very simple, easy, but also like well done. So I definitely would recommend reading that series if you like sports romances and you haven't. I definitely think it is a good one to have A, on your shelf, but B, also on your physical TBR or your mental TBR or however you keep your TBR. But yeah, I really enjoyed the series, and then obviously those two books in April. Next, I read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and I know you guys are probably like, didn't you just say at the beginning of this video that you don't read like fiction, like just plain old fiction or like historical fiction? Yeah, well, apparently April Page said, you know what, we're gonna really change things up, because I did read this. I will say I do watch the show and I love the show, and so that's part of the reason that I was drawn to then also pick up the book. But I also knew that Margaret Atwood is just such a well-known author, and rightfully so. I mean, this book was very well written and very well done. I will say it's very interesting reading this after watching the series because like the similarities and the differences are always just very interesting to see. I rated it a 4 stars, not because I think it's bad. I just, unfortunately, I did watch the series first, and so there's so much more that's been like dived into in the series and like drawn out and things like that because they can, whereas, you know, a book usually is only so long. But again, also, I'm just not well versed in this kind of genre, so I'm like, I don't want to be too picky about it. But I think the story is a really important story, and I think that unfortunately we are, and I don't like to usually get political on social media, but there are just sometimes things that you can't not talk about when they're important. And I think that this book is unfortunately getting to be a little too scarily accurate to where our country is headed. I think that everyone should read this book, even if you're not really a fiction person. I get that, but I think that this book is really, if you don't want to read the book, at least watch the series. It's very graphic and hard to watch at times or read, depending on which way you go. But I do think it's really important to kind of see how things can happen when you are just like, oh, well, it'll be fine. But I think this book is a 4 stars in the sense that it could have been more because I've seen the series now, so for me it's just hard to ignore that. But it will forever hold a special place in my heart. This was a very moving book. And yeah, Margaret just did an amazing job writing it, and yeah, I'm just very glad that I was able to read it and lucky that I was able to read it. It is a banned book many places. I think banning books is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but I'm pretty sure any of you watching will probably agree with that because most book lovers are not going to agree to banning books. Literally goes against the entire point of book loving. But yes, this was the 5th book? No, 4th book. 4th? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the 4th book that I read in April. Okay, so the next book I read, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I don't think I posted a reel on here for it. Maybe I did. I don't think I did though. You'll have seen that I did it. I read Normal People by Sally Rooney, finally. I had started it when I was like 15 or 16, and I was like, you know what? Like, because I'd watched the show, I was like, you know, maybe I'm gonna wait till I'm older to kind of let this book really like hit me the way I needed to. Oh boy, did it hit me. It hit me like a bus. If you did not see the videos, I think you should go look on my TikTok because my Instagram was a story, so it's gone now. But go to my TikTok. There is a video of me just basically sobbing to this book. And ironically, it is my most liked TikTok. I think that just goes to show that people who have read or seen Normal People, they understand the hurt that you go through in this book. It is an emotional roller coaster, but it's also like such an amazing roller coaster. Like, I will never not love these characters in this universe in this book / series, because literally the TV series and the book, I have never in my entire life seen a better movie / TV show book adaptation. There may be one, I just haven't seen it yet, or read and seen it yet, but oh my god, like the quotes being like word for word crazy. I will say the end is different. The end quotes are different than the end quotes in the show, because at the end, Marianne says, "You should go." She says, "I'll always be here. You know that." But in the TV show, Connell says, "I'll go." And then Marianne says, "And I'll stay. And we'll be okay." So, why they changed the ending, I'm not sure. All I know is it didn't matter. Both made me sob like a baby. And I'm in love, as I already knew. It was a 5 stars. If I cry like I cry at that book, like, it can't not be a 5 stars. Like, the book literally made me want to have a therapy session after, which thankfully I did have therapy the next day, so it was great. But I just, I can't even describe to you all the way that I love this book. It is, it's so good. It's so sad, but it's so good. And I feel like it really does just show flawed people, and that like it's okay to be a flawed person, and like learning from your mistakes, learning from other people's mistakes, and just it was just so good. But yeah, I just loved it. And I know I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Someone needs to get me a special edition of this book, because I have this one and then I have my UK cover of it when I went to London last summer, which crazy to think that it's almost been a year since I was in London. I need to go back. I miss it so much. But I have this cover from there. But I need a special edition cover. 2 is just not enough. I need more. And I know they have another, it's like a similar cover, but it's like different colors. I might also get that because like I need every possible edition I can. But I need someone to make a special edition. There's like so many special editions of so many books that I love, but I've never seen someone do a normal people one. And you know what? If I have to do it, I will. I just don't know how to do that. So someone just let me know how to do it and I'll do it for y'all. I don't know how. But yeah, that's enough of my normal people rant. It consumes me body and soul. I love it. But yeah, that was the 5th book that I read in April. Okay, so the next 2 books that I read, which are the last 2 books that I read in April, are books that I read on my Kindle because I do not have the physical copies of them yet. I do hope to get them soon. And again, not to get political, but it's just so hard not to in this day and age that we are in. With tariffs and prices of everything going up, and just not knowing when things are going to go back down and if they're going to go back down and things like that, I really think I might be going on a book buying ban in the near future, like an actual like real one. My book subscription boxes I will still stick with unless they get to a point where it's unfeasible for me to, because most of them I can skip anytime I want, except for Fairy Loot. That one I can't, but again, that one I keep an eye on. Which actually, I don't think I told you guys, I am a part of Fairy Loot now. I finally got off the waitlist in March, which, another sneak peek into what might be in my book haul. But yeah, I don't have these books yet, but let me just tell you what series it is. It's the Like Us series. Do you know how many books are in the Like Us series? Yeah, a whole bunch, but I'm really tempted to buy them all. I'm tempted to ask my parents if I can buy them all and then be like, can this be like my big Christmas gift? Because they have the like normal like men cover, and then they have like cartoony covers, and I want the cartoony covers. I think they're so much cuter, and also I just don't want the men cover. I know some of them have females on them, but I don't care. Like, I don't want people covers. I want cartoony covers. There are certain covers that I think do well with people covers, but I usually prefer more cartoony covers. But yeah, so I started the Like Us series, and so I read Damaged Like Us, which is the first book, and that is Pharaoh and Mafi, or Maximoff. Oh my god, I love them. They, honestly, I was having a giggle fest. Like, there were times where I was laughing at them, with them. There were times where I was like, oh, cuties. Other times where I was, you know, sweating and stressing. I was like, oh my god, y'all, you gotta be like careful, because it's basically like a bodyguard romance. Like, he is with his bodyguard and they gotta keep it, you know, hush hush, but then like they get really close to not being hush hush, and like it just, yeah, it was really good though. I really enjoyed it. I rated the first book a 4.25 stars. I felt that for a first book in a really long series, it did a good job getting me hooked, because I will even admit that the first book in the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, I only rated it 4 stars, because it just like, it hooked me, but just, I'm sorry, I'm like choking on saliva here. Anyways, it got me hooked, but like not as much as the first book in the Like Us series did. So like, I was very happy about that. I love seeing all of like the children that you get to like, basically you meet most of them in Some Kind of Perfect, which is that big like novella that ends the whole Addicted Calloway Sisters series. But like seeing them like actually like now like people, not just like babies and toddlers, was really cool. and just kind of learning their little like quirks and things, seeing how they're like their parents but also not like their parents, and getting to see the parents again. Like, it's just I love it so much. I love that universe. I will never get tired of it. But I was really happy to start reading that. That was, oh, by the way, these are my knees, and I am wearing pants. I'm just wearing shorts, do not fear. I had DNF'd a book, which is what book did, oh my god, what book did I DNF? Oh yes, Scorpio Rising. I DNF'd that. Long story short, just was not my cup of tea. It felt very like, I don't know, I felt like I was reading high school catty romance and I was not there for it. So that was just me. But I DNF'd that, and then I was like, I need a book that I know I'm gonna like. And so that's why I started like a series, because I knew I would like it. And then I also read Lovers Like Us, which I also rated a 4.25. So I think both books were really good. I was a little nervous when I found out that they got 3 books and that their books were the first 3 books in the series. I was like, how are y'all gonna keep me that engaged for 3 straight books with the same couple, when it feels like after the end of the first book, it kind of like the big thing happened. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do you, but I don't know why I even like thought, like, how could I ever second guess Krista and Becca Ritchie? Of course they still like, they gave me exactly what I needed. And I'm super excited to read, what's it called? What is the third one called? I can't remember now. It's something though. It's something like us. I just can't remember what the third one is. Oh my god, why can't I remember it? Sorry, this is gonna annoy me now. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm excited to start reading it. It's the next book that I'll be reading on my Kindle. I honestly might try to just read the whole series straight through on my Kindle, because they're all on Kindle Unlimited, and then I won't feel bad about buying them. But I don't know, we'll see. But yes, those are the last 2 books that I read in April, and that concludes my April reading wrap up. Okay, so this is me in the middle of editing, but I just wanted to let you all know that we did hit 100 subscribers. However, we went back down to 99, and we are still currently at 99. But I'm going to do a giveaway kind of thing. I guess I shouldn't, maybe not call it a giveaway. I'm gonna do an Amazon wishlist thing, because that's just the easiest way for me to be able to give you guys books. But that will be handled over on my Instagram account, so I will give you guys more details about it in my next video, which will likely be the book haul. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be doing that. Even though we went back down, we did hit it. I just think it might have been like, I don't know, sometimes I get these weird like bot people following me and then they like immediately unfollow. It's weird, I don't know, but we did hit it, so I'm still gonna do it for you all. And 99, close enough, we'll get 100 at some point. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know I did see it. I have acknowledged it. I'm working on getting the whole giveaway Amazon wishlisty thing together. I will have more information for you guys in the next video about it, but it will be handled through my Instagram, not on YouTube. Just to make my life easier, it will just work better. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, you will want to go to the link in the bio to click on it to follow me on Instagram if you want a chance at basically possibly getting a book off of your Amazon wishlist. But that is just a little pop-in. I want to let you guys know because I just realized I totally forgot to tell you guys about that. But yes, I will have more information for you guys in the next video. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so that was my April reading wrap up. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that that was somewhat coherent thoughts. I don't think it was, but I'm really hoping that it was. I'm definitely, I have a fever. I can feel it. I need to go lay down now. But I will hopefully have this edited and posted soon. I mean, you guys are seeing this, it'll already have been posted, so I guess it doesn't really matter that I say that, but sorry for the delay again. I get sick a lot. It is a long story. I am talking to doctors about my multitudes of issues when it comes to my physical health, but I am okay. Just, you know, like a cold or a flu type situation, no worries. But But yes, those were all the books that I read in April. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will hopefully have a book haul or a reading vlog or something up soon after this. Probably a book haul, but we never know. And yeah, now that I am home for the summer and I have all of my books with me, except for a couple that I left at school, if you guys have any video ideas that you want to see, this would be the time to tell me, because then I can plan for them to do it this summer, / if they're feasible to do at school, I can plan to do them in the fall. But please, 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 I'm begging you guys, give me video ideas. I am starting to dwindle down to my last video ideas, and I'm like, oh no. And like, not that I can't copy other people's, but like, sometimes I feel like if I copy them, it's like, girl, come up with something original. But like, it's hard. And like, sometimes I come up low-key with original things, and then I watch a YouTuber post it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so oopsies, not original. But yeah, so if you guys have any video ideas that you want to see me do, please leave those down below. Happy to accommodate. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you all having a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe. Love you all. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.